Yeah, I fucking hate Ashley as much as the next man, but I just don't think this boycott will work. I don't think you'd get a totally empty stadium. So I think whatever effect it'll be diluted. And also I think that we need to be in there, we need to be supporting the lads and supporting Rafa. It isn't them we're trying to target, it is Ashley. And in that sense, I think that the action needs to be more targeted on Mike Ashley and his business interests as opposed to our football club and what happens on that park during 90 minutes. So for me, it would be no to the boycott.
Yep, I'm all for the boycott against Wolves. The last time we did a boycott was against Tottenham a couple of years ago, and it resulted in Mike Ashley coming on to Sky Sports for an interview and investing 80-odd million in the summer and backing the manager. Unfortunately, that was Steve McLaren, but that's another story for another day. Boycotting the game does hurt Mike Ashley, and it's proven to work in the past. So I will be boycotting the Wolves game, and I'll be watching it in the Strawberry.
I am massively against boycotting for the Wolves match. I can sympathise, it should never have gotten this far in the first place, so I can sympathise with anyone's decision to boycott it, but it's never worked in the past. It's going to be impossible to get all 52,000 fans on board, and the team needs support. And let's not forget, Mike Ashley's income, like this much of it, is based on the ticket income. It's the TV money that is the big all and end all in stabilising the club. Let's not forget that.
But I don't believe we should be boycotting. I also think it is going to be divisive because there will be fans who will want to go regardless. They're not going to stop going. And I do think it's going to split the fan base by those thinking that those who are still attending the games are going to be traitors. I think there's other ways that we can do. We can do visible protest inside the stadium. We can protest against Sports Direct. But I think at the moment we need to be behind Rafa and supporting him all the way. And that means making a noise inside the ground.
For me, it really is down to where you stand with how you see the chairman, how you see Rafa Benitez. If you really are passionate about boycotting and you think that it's the right thing to do at this time, then I would personally go for it. And if you want to go to the game, you want to go to the game. It's difficult to see what the reaction would be. You can't necessarily predict the future. By the time we play Wolves, the situation might have all changed. Everything might be rosy. Everything might be happy. You just can't tell the future. So if you really are passionate about boycotting, then personally I would go for it. If not, and you want to go to the game, you go to the game.
Rafa's recently come out and said he wants all the supporters inside the ground supporting the team against Wolves. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm against boycotting. The simple fact is it will always be the team first, no matter before the manager, before any owner, before any circumstances. You always go and support the team first. I don't think it's wrong. If you want to boycott, I don't think that's wrong. I think fans should not be labelled for what they want to do. You make that decision of whether you want to go and support the team or you want to boycott, so it hits Ashley hard. But for me, the team will always come first.
For me personally, we haven't tried a boycott yet. We tried it a couple of years ago. Well, we had a failed attempt at it a couple of years ago when we played against Tottenham. I think we need to do this to really show a message of intent towards Mike Ashley. It's something different. Not everyone's going to agree to it, but we need to try something dramatic. We need to try something over the top, if that's the best term to use, because this is really, really important if we want to make this football club successful in the future. Rafa's key to this. Mike Ashley's not key to this. Mike Ashley isn't giving the tools necessary for Rafa to improve the football team and the squad as a whole.
The fact that if you boycott, again, it affects the chairman and it affects their margins and it hurts them in more ways than one. And again, they had to pay out, they spent big in the summer, and that's what we want. I know it's not always guaranteed, but at least it's the effort that's going into it. The flyers, I'm not too sure, that's more old school media marketing, but again, definitely not going to games, not spending a penny in his shops and all the rest of it now, walkouts and all the rest of it. This is a definite way to affect the big man and hopefully get him out of our club.